There are glow-ups. And then there's Reggie. Forget Cinderella, forget Steve Urkel turning into Stefan, forget every Marvel superhero who gets bit by a radioactive whatever.
Spider-Man.
Reggie, the awkward teenager from Bad Boys 2, just pulled off the greatest tactical glow-up in cinema history. And I don't throw that around lightly. I'm a gun guy, I'm picky. Hollywood usually gets this stuff wrong. But this, chef's kiss. Look at this boy. That's not a man. That's a 7th grader who borrowed his uncle's button-up shirt and got dropped off in front of the house by his mama. He looks like he's 2 seconds away from asking Martin Lawrence if he can use the bathroom. That's the whole vibe. Nervous, shaky. He's like, "Sir, I just came here to pick up your daughter and maybe be home by 9 o'clock. Meanwhile, Will Smith's character is waving a gun at him, Martin screaming at him, and you can literally see this kid's soul leaving his body. And that's the last time we see Reggie as anything more than a punchline until Bad Boys 4. So in Bad Boys 4, Marcus, which is Martin Lawrence's character, his house gets hit by what looks like a strike team. They're masked up, armed to the teeth. These aren't random burglars looking for flat screens. These are killers. And inside, you've got Marcus's wife, his daughter, and Reggie. Now, if this was Bad Boys 2 Reggie, he's dead in the first 15 seconds. He's hiding under the couch with a juice box or some shit. But this Reggie, nah, that's a different story. Reggie is literally sitting on the couch playing Call of Duty in the living room. You can't write this better. Man's gaming when the real Call of Duty pulls up on his front lawn in the living room. So Marcus calls him on the phone, panicked, screaming, "They're coming, protect my family." And Reggie just stands up, doesn't scream, doesn't freeze, doesn't fumble the controller. Just that little look of, I bet, bruh. That's the moment every gun guy in the theater sat up like, wait a minute, this ain't the same Reggie. Then instead of panicking or grabbing a frying pan or some shit like every other horror movie dad, Reggie calmly ushers the family into a closet, types in the code into the safe, and pulls out a Glock. That one little detail right there made me so happy. Because let's be real, how many times have we seen a movie character pull a rusty revolver from under the couch or some stupid shit like that? No, Reggie had the setup, the safe ready to go, the code, the plan. That's how you know he's been thinking about this shit. That's how you know Reggie was trained. And from there, this man goes full on Negro John Wick.
Is that a thing?
But with in-laws. Reggie goes from "please don't hurt me, Mr. Bennett," to "let me stack bodies in your living room, Mr. Bennett." Quick hand-to-hand combat, little pew-pew with the gun, clean, it's all controlled, not flashy, just dead-on efficient. The choreography here actually works. Most movies look like a gymnastics floor routine with guns. Reggie, it looked like he went to an actual CQB course. Moving, controlling, shooting, next. The choreography—
That's not how you say it.
Choreography
here actually works. Most movies look like a gymnastics floor routine with guns. Reggie, it looked like he went to an actual CQB course. Move, control, shoot, next. Then the weapon transition. More like the weapon taking. He takes a bad guy's PCC, racks it, and just keeps going. He even pulls off a mag change mid-fight. Hollywood almost never gets reloads right, but they let him reload and do it clean. And I love to see it. Just love to see it. And at this point, I'm waiting for the director to pan back to Will Smith and Martin Lawrence watching from the car like, wait, since when did Reggie become Captain America? Okay, now let's talk gear. In the movie, Reggie starts with what looks like a Glock. Standard, reliable, gets the job done, no hate. But if it's me, I'm going with this. The Springfield Echelon full size. To me, this is my Glock 17. See, I think personally, it's more ergonomic, has better grip angle, better sight pictures, cleaner, better trigger, better looking. And I know right now all the Glock fans are like, bloody murder! Cry me a river. I said what I said. I think this is a better Glock 17. Even though it's not a Glock 17, it's an Echelon. But you get the point. Now, if I know I'm about to face a squad of mercs in my living room and I have the privilege to do so, I'm gonna probably also keep this bad guy at my disposal. And that's gonna be my BNT TP9. You throw a little 30-round magazine in that bad boy, slap a red dot on top of it, put the little short BNT can, and you've got a gun that moves like a pistol, but stabilizes like a rifle if I need it. See that? You see that? Oof. And she's just sexy. So sexy. Now, I've already done an entire video on both of these guns. This gun along with the Springfield Echelon. So if you want to go check that out on my channel, you can go ahead and do that. But if you're enjoying this breakdown, you'll probably love my podcast called The Pew Culture. Pew, 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 pew. That I do with my good friend Jake.
I am Jake.
Over there, we do exactly this kind of thing, but crank it up even further, breaking down guns in movies, why certain guns are chosen, and behind the scenes stuff, you know, things you've never really knew before. And here's the kicker, Jake isn't just some dude with an opinion, he's actually a movie armorer. He's literally the guy putting guns in some of the biggest films you've watched. So while I'm giving you the gun guy's perspective, Jake is giving you the insider's perspective, why that gun made it on screen, why they didn't use another, and how the whole thing really works on set. So imagine you and your best friend sitting down watching movies and roasting or praising the gun choices. That is Pew Culture. Check it out on my YouTube podcast channel. Hit the subscribe button, join us, and pew 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 your way into some behind the scenes movie gun talk. All right, now back to Reggie. Now, let's be real. Is this scene realistic? No. Reggie is not clearing 15 trained gunmen alone without catching at least one stray. It's still a movie, but here's the thing. It was believable enough. The choreography respected real tactics. You had the safe, the code, weapon transitions, reload. That's what lets your brain suspend disbelief just enough. Most movies look like somebody watched a YouTube video on how to hold a gun and said, yeah, that's close enough. But with Reggie, you could tell the actor trained. The movements had rhythm. It felt tight. It felt possible. I mean, come on. From that kid to this, that is the glow up to end all glow ups. He went from prom night Reggie to problem solving Reggie. From can I take your daughter out to I just saved your daughter's life. Greatest tactical glow up in movie history, period. But tell me, is there another character who went from 0 to John Wick over the course of a franchise? Drop your pick in the comment section. I want to see who you think tops Reggie. And while you're at it, go ahead and click that link also and check out this new line of hat that I just dropped. The right to bear arms. Bet you didn't know that's what it said when you saw the hat, but you were like, damn, that hat is dope. I want it. I don't know why, but I do. Now you have even a further reason to want it. Right to bear arms. Check it out. Got it in the hat, got it in shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, drinkware, all of it. Hit the link. Don't forget to follow Pew Culture. The choreography, why can't I say that? Choreography. The choreography respected real tactics, safe, code,